Hey, digital marketing agency Creation Internet Services of Oklahoma is proud to present another episode of Digital Marketing Tips. My name is Mathew Zupan, and I am the Digital Marketing Director for Creation Internet Services. And today's episode is about how to write Facebook posts, how to write an engaging Facebook post. Now, the reason I picked this topic is because in my last video, the 5 mistakes that most businesses make when it comes to social media. If you haven't seen that one, I think it's a great one. Go ahead and check it out. I mentioned in step number 3 that I was going to talk about how to write a post, because I get a lot of businesses, and there are some businesses like a plumber or a roofing contractor or someone in the construction industry, something like that, that they seem to think that it's difficult to come up with new content all the time, continual content, and to be able to keep up with their Facebook page and to engage their audience and to benefit their customers and clients. Well, it's not that difficult if you really think about it. One of the first things that you want to keep in mind is, number one, when you are writing a post, you want it to be relevant to your audience. So let's say you're a plumber, and I'd have to say, if I were a plumber, I'd probably be thinking the same thing. I'd be thinking, what do I write about? You know, I go in, I work on the pipes, I fix some things. But you know, there's a plethora of information that you could give to your customers to help them by creating a post on preventative maintenance. I mean, multiple posts on preventative maintenance, like how to keep your kitchen sink from clogging up, or the 5 best things to do to keep your kitchen sink from clogging up. What happens when your kitchen sink does clog up? Call a plumber, or try these helpful tips first. You see, I know you're in business to make money, and all businesses are in business to make money. Okay, bottom line is you're in it to make money. Okay, yes, I know you might want to be saying, oh well, I just want to help my customers. No, you want to make money, because if all you did was want to help your customers, you'd be doing it for free. You're not doing it for free. You're doing it because that's your job. You might love what you're doing, but you're still in it to make money. Okay, so how can you make money by telling your customers how not to plug up their kitchen drain? Well, guess what? You know what? What you're doing is, one, you're making yourself an authority in your field. 2, you're giving value to your customers. And when you give value to your customers, 3, when they do need a plumber or whatever kind of trade businesses seem to be the most difficult for the owners to try and figure out what to write about. 3, they're going to think of you. They're going to think of how helpful you were by offering these tips to not plug up their drain. And then when it is plugged up, they're going to go, yeah, I really need help now. So they're going to think of you. And you're going to be the first person they come to, first person they call, because you were helping them even before they needed your assistance. So really, that's one of the biggest things. Now, the other thing is, let's just take a look at Facebook for a second. I'm just going to log into my account, and we're just going to go in there, and there we are. Hey, wait a minute. Whoa. So you got all kinds of stuff going on. Two, one, we talked about relevancy in your post. Now, aside from relevancy, everyone should kind of know what's going on there. You want to have an engaging title. You want to write a good post. You want a title that engages your customer. Even kind of like this one. How much money do you want to make and how fast do you want to make it? Wow, I just posted that. And it's a question. Okay? This is on my personal page, by the way, not my business one. So I can post pretty much whatever I want. On my business one, I stick to the business. I might have fun with it. It can be funny still, but it's got to be about the business, and it's got to be about helping my clients or potential clients gain something. So, but on my personal one, I like to have a little fun with it. And so here's an engaging post. How much money do you want to make, and how fast do you want to make it? Simple question. So, and then what do we have? Leave your comments and share it with at least 5 people. So one, engage your customers with a great title. It doesn't have to be a long post. This is not like writing a blog where you want anywhere between 600 and 850 words in your blog post, at least. No, this is about maybe a paragraph or two when you're writing something. You go, hey, I've got 5 tips that will help you to keep your kitchen sink from clogging up as often. And then maybe start off with, yes, it's going to happen no matter what. Because when you're washing dishes, there's stuff on the dishes. No matter what, you can't get it all out. You know, we're not talking about food particles. We're just talking about the basic grease and the residue that gets built up over time in your pipes. And the reason I'm thinking of a plumber is because we just had a plumber come and fix our pipes for our kitchen, because it's been like 10 years and they were, you know, kind of about at a 40% blockage, and it was causing some problems. So we got that fixed, and he cleaned that out for us because it was just at the point where it was bothersome. So that's why I keep thinking about plumbers. Anyway, the second part, a great title or a great opening statement. Number one, other than relevancy to your audience. 2, a paragraph or 2. 1 or 2 paragraphs. Or, like in this particular post, a question. Do you have trouble with this? Or are you having trouble with that? Have you ever had a problem doing this? Or have you ever wondered about? You see, these are some great opening questions where you're trying to elicit engagement. And then, 3, you have a little short snippet of a paragraph stating who you are, and a link to your website, if you have a website. If you're using Facebook as your website, then you don't obviously need that link. You just say, hey, here's where we are, here's what we post, this is what. Number 3, a smaller little paragraph below that, which is a call to action, a CTA. Every post that you make should have a call to action to do something. Again, whether it's to visit your webpage or like I've got in this particular post, leave a comment and share it with your friends. Share it with at least 5 friends. Okay? Tell people what you want them to do. Don't expect them to do it unless you tell them. I cannot count how many Facebook posts that I've looked at, and you know, someone puts up a nice picture. Wow, whoop-de-doo. Oh, that's a great picture. What am I supposed to do with it? Oh, yeah, you know, I look at it. I'm sitting there in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning when I get up. I'm scrolling through some stuff, having a cup of coffee. I go, oh, that's a really cool picture. And then I scroll some more. Nothing. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to look at it and go, oh, I got a little warm and fuzzy. But that's it. Okay, you don't want to give a warm and fuzzy. You want to create a reaction and an action. Okay, so your post should create a reaction and elicit an action, and you got to tell them what you want them to do. That's why I try to put in almost every one of my posts, leave a comment, like this post. I mean, if it's a nice warm and fuzzy picture, I want to tell people to like the picture, like the post. If you like this picture, click like on the post. Okay? And to share it with at least 5 of your friends. If it's something relative or it's something interesting that you might think they're going to be interested in, hey, share it with your friend who says, who loves to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, or maybe wants to try and get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and is trying to learn how. Because sometimes I share little tips on, hey, what to do when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Not everybody likes to. Some people like to sleep in. Some people work late at night. So all kinds of stuff like that. So those are the things that you want to do. 1, make your post relevant to your audience. 2, create a great title, which is either some kind of question or it engages your audience in some way. So you're already trying to create a response to, like, read more, but you don't want to tell them to read more. They don't have to. You want to make enough. 3, you want a paragraph or 2. Doesn't have to be long. 2, 3 sentences is a paragraph. Okay, 1 or 2 of those. Because I like it when it goes beyond the point where it says read more, and then I click on the read more. At least I'm doing something engaging, unless I'm just posting a picture like this one, like you're seeing right now. 3, have always a standard bit of sentence or 2 about your company, even if it's on your personal page. You can post about your company on your personal page, but do not post personal stuff on your company page. Okay, does that make sense? So, you know, I post some business stuff once in a while on my personal page, but I never post personal stuff on my business page. I keep the 2 separate. And then the very last thing, the last little paragraph is, again, it's a standard piece of text that you always want to write at the bottom of every post, telling people what you want them to do. If you want them to like the picture or like the post, tell them, like this picture, like this post. If you want them to leave comments or ask questions, see, then write that down. If you have a question, please leave it in the comments. I'd be glad to answer any questions you might have. If you're having a problem with your plumbing and you're not sure what to do, ask me first before you call me. See, now you're offering value. And then finally, tell them, share it with at least 5 people. You want, it doesn't matter how many followers you have, you want them to share it because you want more followers. So there you have it. These are the things to be able to write a great post, just like I promised from the last episode of the 5 mistakes that most businesses make when it comes to their social media. And if you haven't seen that one, you're going to want to take a look at it, because it's really, I believe it's valuable for anyone who is trying to grow their social media campaign. So once again, my name is Mathew Zupan, and I am with the digital marketing agency in Oklahoma, Creation Internet Services. You can reach us at our website, creationis.com, or give us a call, 405-818-0182. And don't forget, when you're done watching this video, go down below and like this post. Leave a comment, and if you have any questions about any of the stuff that I've talked about, please ask the questions. I'd be glad to answer them in my Facebook page, and share it with at least 5 of your friends. Okay? I appreciate you. Have a great day. Goodbye. Till next time.